Hey guys, it's Josh. I'm sorry the video is a day late. I forgot. Um, so, I wanted to show you real quick my top surgery results so far. Now, keep in mind, my bruising and stuff is not really typical. I have a bleeding disorder that's it's a cousin to sickle cell anemia. So I bleed like super crazy, so I get really weird bruising. My drain tube, I have one out of two. It's still in. I had an issue with my left side bleeding and collecting blood, and I had a procedure a couple days ago. I guess it was last week, babe. Monday? Monday, right?
Yeah.
I went in Monday to my surgeon, and he had to cut open my chest again, and he removed like legit like 24 ounces of blood, and then gave me some more stitches. So my chest isn't typical of what it would normally be. I had a breast reduction in 2008, so I had a little bit less tissue to work with. This is my problem side, so we're not going to discuss this side. But these are my boobs. Right side feels fine. Left side hurts like a bitch. Um, my surgeon was Dr. Winfield Hartley in Boulder, Colorado. He works for Boulder Plastic Surgery, and he does take insurance that covers transgender things. Coca-Cola does cover trans surgeries, so they covered my top surgery. So this week's topic is siblings. I'm gonna move that. Um, so I have a sister that I was raised with. Like on my mom's side, it's just myself and my sister. My dad's side, my sister has a different dad. On my dad's side, I'm the oldest. I was his oldest child, and he has like seven. Um, I'm close with, really, really close with one of them, with my sister Triana. She's the second of his children, so she's the other one that's older, like I am. Um, and we got introduced to each other for the first time, or we interacted with each other for the first time in 2007. And we met for the first time this year while my wife and I were driving from Florida to Colorado. We stopped in Tennessee, where she lived at the time, um, to go ahead and be able to, meet her for the first time, which was awesome. Anyway, siblings. So yes, I have a sibling. My sister Lauren was born on my eighth birthday, so we share a birthday. Um, Transition on her was kind of tough. It was tough on my family in general. So my family, the way we kind of operate, or the way they operate, they go based on kind of my mom's emotions, and where my mom is where they are. So my mom like freaked the fuck out. She was cool when I told her I was trans. When I went and had She was okay when I started testosterone. When I had my breast reduction. Now mind you, I had like, not lying, no exaggeration, God strike me down right now. I had J cup breasts. Like like this. Huge titties. Horrible, horrible. So I had my insurance pay for that, and that's something big busted guys, like I'm talking about, like big busted guys, like triple D and up, perhaps, can do. You can go to your insurance, not tell them you're trans. I did not tell him I was transitioning. I had already been on testosterone for a month when I had my chest done the first time. Did not tell him I was transitioning. Told him, oh my God, my tits are so big, cancer runs in my family, my bra hurts my shoulders and my back and my neck and my ass and every other fucking thing they want to hear. And I was reduced from a J cup to like a full B. So I was a B cup up until December 16th of this year, when I got everything else taken off. So when I had my breast reduction, my mom flipped her fucking shit. Okay, like she called the surgeon, like blowing up his phone, trying to like get him to not operate. It was ridiculous. So my sister kind of fed off of that and was super negative about it at first. My whole family was just horrible about it at first. However, as the years have gone by, I've been on testosterone for over 5 years. As the years have gone by, I dropped my blunt in the sink. As the years have gone by, they've gotten much better. There's no seeing me as Jennifer anymore. They see me as Josh. My mom, like anytime she sends me like a birthday card or something like that, it's always like for my son. My entire family addresses me as Josh and respects me as Josh at this point. I really don't feel like having a sibling to me in my family played much of a difference as to how it went transition wise. And I really don't know if not having a sibling would make your transition easier or harder. I could kind of see how it can go both ways. My wife is an only child. And I know for me, I have a stepson. My wife has a son, so we have one child. If my son came to me, and which is not ever going to happen because he is a man's man. You know what I'm saying? He's like a country boy man. But if my son came to me and said, Dad, I'm gay. Dad, I'm transgender. I want to change. I want to go from this to, Juliet or some crazy nonsense. He's my son. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't... It wouldn't affect how I saw him. It wouldn't change my love for my child. But that's me. I'm a very progressive person. And despite the issues regarding my transition, I was raised by a very progressive family. So I don't know if having a sibling may or may not help. In my case, my mom and my sister, super close, okay? So when I was born, obviously I was a girl. So my mom wanted to, have days with me and do our hair and our nails and get our eyebrows fucking waxed or shaved or whatever the fuck they do. And I had zero interest in doing any of that. I would rather have had my teeth pulled out by a drunken midget standing on a wobbly step stool with rusted pliers than fucking have to get my hair permed and other bullshit like that. So my mom and I we were robbed of that bonding as a child because I was not what she needed me to be. When she had my sister is like glitter and friggin' unicorns and ponies and stickers and makeup and lipstick and MySpace.com. And she was as a child. So my mom and her really had that super tight bonding. So my mom always wanted that daughter, and she got that with my sister. I don't know that it would have affected if, she didn't have my sister and it was just me being Jen and being Josh. Part of me feels like she would have maybe been a little easier to accept it because, I'm her only child. She has nothing else at this point, if that were the case. And then another part of me thinks that she may be devastated even more because I'm her only child and she wanted to watch her little girl get married and push her baby out of her vagina or some other nonsense. I honestly don't know. I think it's really an individual thing to your families. I think your family is going to determine what goes on. But keep in mind this. There's one thing I've learned in my 31 years, and it's that we can't control everything. And I try. I try hard to control absolutely everything, and I can't. It pisses me off. But my wife is saying amen in the background. Apparently, we solicited advice from the peanut gallery. But this is what I say about families and their reactions. Regardless of siblings, regardless of positive versus negative, everyone around us has to transition the same way we do, especially our families. When your mother has you inside of her body, okay, and at 20 weeks, at 5 months, when she goes to the doctor and she lays on that bed and they put that wand up to her stomach and she sees her baby for the first time, and the doctor says, "Congratulations, ma'am. You're having a little boy," or in our case, you're having a little girl. All of a sudden, these dreams fill her mind. These dreams of, going out, like I was saying, having those mother-daughter days, having that bonding. Those dreams of going prom dress shopping, watching your daughter fall in love, being there while she picks her wedding gown and while she gets married. And being a grandma for the first time, going through pregnancy with her and watching the person that you gave life to now giving life themselves. These are the things that parents think. It's not just going to be like, okay, my kid's a tranny, fantastic. That's not going to be the case, guys. We need to allow. My mom had to really mourn Jennifer. She had to bury all of those dreams, those gender specific dreams she had for her daughter. And then she had to learn to pick up and develop new gender specific dreams for her son. So now instead of helping her daughter pick out a wedding dress, it's, watching her son propose to his fiance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So your parents need time to adjust, and some are going to take longer than others. But all I can say is this, is that patience is going to go a long way from both parties. So they fuck up your name. It happens. My family fucked up my name till just like a year or two ago. My mom had her contact for myself in her phone as Jen/Josh until 2 years ago. No lie, hand to God. So you've got to allow them to... Now, mind you, I've been married for a lot longer than that as a man, and she still had my previous name. And that's okay. It's important for us to allow our families to embrace the new us, but not have to completely kill off who we were. I don't get upset when I go to my mom's house and she has pictures of Jennifer up. I was her daughter. I was a woman for 25 years of my life. And that's 25 years that I can't push under the rug. And it's not fair of us to ask them to. So, sibling or not, families are going to be kind of nuts when it comes to somebody changing their gender. Patience, tolerance, education. Educate them. Keep them in the loop without being tacky, okay? Don't be like, yeah, I'm getting my breasts ripped the fuck off. My vagina stopped bleeding. Like, you know what I'm saying? My parents don't need to know about the changes of testosterone, but I keep them in the loop like, I'm still doing okay. I'm seeing this therapist and, we're thinking it's time for me to start the hormone process, but I'm going to still work with this therapist to make sure I get it right. Those are the things that, don't be like, yeah, I'm taking tea, shooting it up my ass, getting longer, bushier thigh pubes. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking keep it classy. That is my video. My blunt burnt out, so I'm going to light it and let you guys go. Namaste.